I've used a lot of different detailing sprays over the years. And I was in the garage the other day and I have like, I don't know, I have a collection of like 7 or 8 different detailing sprays. And I'm like, why the heck do I have all these sprays? But what I want to do in this video is I want to compare how well these detailing sprays hold up to dust and road grime. And then at the end of the video, I'll tell you which one I like the best. Hey, I'm Andy, professional performance car driver with a passion for well-engineered cars and driving with friends on mountain roads. On this channel, I share with you my driving experiences and bring you videos on new gear and car reviews. So in this video, I'm not going to attempt to show you how well each of these 7 detailers shine in their gloss because I feel it's nearly impossible to show on camera those slight nuances, right? And I'm not going to sit there and put a tape down the middle of the hood and say this side I use this and this side I use that, and let's take a look at their hydrophobic properties. You guys seen a ton of videos about that, and to be honest with you, I really don't care about that and what I'm trying to do here today. Rather, what my attempt is to show that you go out and say you go on a 20 or 30 minute drive, whatever it is, you're running an errand, you just go out for a ride with some friends, and then you come back home and you want to touch up your car. How well do these detailers stand up to doing that? And that's what I want to show today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take each product and put it on a particular panel of the car. And then I'm going to go out for a drive. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to use the same product on the same panel. And I'm going to apply it and I'm going to wipe it down. We're going to look at the microfiber towel to see how much dirt is on the towel. See if some have more dirt or less dirt than the other. It's going to be very subjective, I know. The additional thing is, as probably all of you know, certain panels of the car will retain or attract dirt more so than others. First up is Adams Polishes, and it's Adams CS3 Clean, Shine, and Protect. So this one is ceramic infused. I love those words. 3-in-1 waterless wash detailer. This was designed to deliver a clean finished surface, generate a ridiculous amount of shine, and protect using the latest in silica resin technologies. Ooh. This silica infused waterless wash formulation delivers a gentle, safe, and effective means of cutting through dirt, dust, grease, and grime while remaining absolutely streak-free every time. IMO spit is for dust or light dirt that has been casually accumulating on your car. Perfect. Now with UV inhibitors, intense depth and shine, and slickness, it is a civilized spray. You gotta love these words. Spray wax for resolutely quick, safe, dimensional, on-the-fly touch-ups with UV inhibitors to protect your paint from the sun. Draw stares like moths to a light bulb. God, you got to give their marketing people, their copyright people, some credit for the way they write this stuff up. Okay, next up is the Love It or Hate It S Bead Maker paint protector. So Bead Maker's unique formulation allows for quick spray application. This time-saving product uses binding polymer monomer technology to produce a water-beading, brilliant, long-lasting finish. Bead Maker may be applied to wet or dry vehicles and is safe to spray on all exterior surfaces. Bead Maker also does include UV protection. What makes Bead Maker different is the surface migrating molecule that attaches to the paint surface of the vehicle. Once attached, this molecule cross-links and polymerizes on the surface, thus building a hydrophobic, durable layer of protection. Cure time is essentially 2 hours, depending on ambient conditions. One quick note on Bead Maker, and those of you who use this know this, is this stuff can be a bear in extremely humid conditions. So where I live, it gets humid enough here in the Louisville, Kentucky area, but if it's like raining outside and I'm in the garage and I want to use Bead Maker, this stuff will smear like crazy, and it just becomes really, you got to really work at it to wipe it off and to get it to shine. So just a word of note there. Okay, this next one here, I've actually been using for quite a few years, and prior to me moving over to Bead Maker as a primary detailer, this is the one that I had used the most from Chemical Guys. This is called Quick Detailer and Protectant for Vinyl Wraps and Films. Now this particular bottle may say something a little bit different because this is a little bit older, but the main reason I got this was for use on clear film. So think, you know, paint protection film. The innovative wrap detailer easily cleans away dirt, dust, and road grime, bird droppings, road tar, and light stains that accumulate while driving on the road. The sprayable detailer safely lifts dirt and debris off vinyl wrapped surfaces without causing swirls or scratches. Wrap detailer is perfect for cleaning and protecting OEM and aftermarket films, wraps, and graphics on all vehicles. And this particular one I always thought did a really nice job. In fact, when I used to do DE events, I used to actually use this at the track to wipe my car off at track events. Here's another one that I think falls into that love it or hate it area, and this one is the last coat. So apparently they've taken the best properties of true ceramic coating products along with their original formulation and combined it into a micro emulsion formula. When this is fully cured, it makes it much more difficult for chemicals and road debris to get in and uproot the coating. It has mild positive charge, which means it adheres to all surfaces, including bare metals. It's more likely to repel dust than before. You also benefit from a lowered surface tension to bead water. So what I've noticed about this stuff is this stuff does smear. So when you're wiping it, you know, if you have a follow-up cloth, I usually do a 2 microcloth method anyway. This one you have to work at a little bit. But what I did notice about the last coat is as you rub your hand across the surface or the back of your hand across the surface, this one seems to feel, I know it's going to sound weird, I'm going to say thicker. It slides, it's slippery, but it just feels like it actually put something there. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Those of you who used it, maybe you have a better description for that. Now here's one I always kind of get a chuckle out of whenever I say its name, because I think it's Herrenfahrt or Herrenfahrt, whatever, Ultra Gloss Detailer. So this is a spray on, wipe off, you're finished. The existing gloss level of the vehicle is significantly increased. It's safe on plastics, chrome, and matte surfaces, both paint and foil, and can be treated without any problems or without leaving stains or streaks. Gloss only occurs where the surface shines by nature. The applied silicone layer protects the substrate against environmental influences such as bird droppings, insect remains, can be they can be washed off much more easily and quickly. I haven't used this one a whole lot. There are some high-end detailers that use this particular or sell this particular product. What I do like about it, and you'll see it when I'm applying it, it has a unique spray nozzle. This thing atomizes the liquid, the detailer, into a super, super fine mist. And last up is Zaino. So this is from Zaino Brothers. This is Zaino Z6. It's an ultra clean gloss enhancer. So Z6 Ultra Clean is the first detailing spray designed to be quick detailer and a polish enhancement in one. Z6 Ultra Clean detailing spray is a very important component of the Zaino show car polish system.
Formulated with the same polymer-based gloss enhancer, Z6 Ultra Clean dramatically boosts and intensifies all Zaino car show polish finishes. A 16-ounce bottle, which is here, which I have, can do your car 20 to 30 times. You only use about a half an ounce to do your entire car. For each of these, I'm going to use this microfiber towel cloth here plus the item. Like first, I'm going to start off with Adams. I'm going to spray it directly onto the panel of the car and then wipe with just one side of this because I'm going to try to use this whole cloth on the car. The car is clean, it's not dirty. And then I'm going to follow up with another microfiber cloth to kind of buff it out. So that's going to be my process here. I don't go too crazy with this stuff. I know some people like to spray it like, you know, it's whatever, like they're washing their car. And then I'm just gonna wipe this on, make sure that I've got all of the, you know, I'm getting all of it off of there, if you will. Just make sure it's not wet or streaky. And then I'm gonna come by with this guy here and I'm gonna rub to kind of bring out that nice gloss shine, if you will, on here. So that was Ammo NYC. Okay, now we're gonna do Bead Maker on this side. So, okay, now I have the chemical guys. Okay, next up is the last coat. This stuff can smear. So like when you go to buff it off, like I'm doing here, you kind of have to, you might have to work at it a little bit. Okay, next up is this Herrenfahrt. This just comes out super fine. Oh wow, this stuff smears like crazy. Okay, so next up is Z6, Zaino Z6. Seven panels done. So next thing we want to do is take the car out for a drive and let's see how these things held up. So I went out for about a 25-mile drive, kind of get the car a little dirty. So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking a clean microfiber towel and then I'm gonna go back over the same panel with the same detailing spray that I used before. So we have a clean microfiber, we'll turn it over and then I'll buff it again with the other one there. And then we'll take a look at what it looks like on screen, what kind of dirt we get. So this is the Adams CS3. So let's go ahead and spray this on. And, you know, I realize scientifically, you know, this isn't going to be probably the, you know, most scientific because we know that certain panels of the car will get dirtier than others, right? Will attract more dirt than others. But we're going to try to do our best here. And we'll turn that over. And I did, when I was driving down the road, there were some places where I go like by a quarry, and so there's the dump trucks coming out and whatnot. So here, I'm going to show up to the camera. I'm actually really surprised here. Look, I mean, there's like hardly any dust on that cloth, which I'm actually quite surprised. You're probably all out there going, oh sure, he didn't go out for a drive. But I did. I went out for a 25-mile drive. So this part of the car usually gets dirty too. Now we're going to do the Ammo NYC. Okay, so that's the Adams, and this time here, you can definitely see dirt around the edges. Okay, now we're gonna spray Bead Maker here. There's a little bit of dirt there, but there's not a ton of dirt on that one there. Next up, if you recall, it's chemical guys. This is the stuff that's for vinyl wrap and paint protection film. Of all these detailing sprays, they all go on pretty easy. Here you go. You can, again, it's usually capturing down along the edges here. You can see the dirt. This time we're going to the last coat. And you can see on here, just that first wipe again, down around the edges there, you can see quite a bit of dirt there. Next up is the Herrenfahrt. Actually, that part of the car, very surprising. It wasn't that dirty. I know this area gets really dirty, but this here really isn't too bad. Okay, let's finish up with Zaino Brothers. This goes on really nice and it comes off really well too. Again, here I think mostly around the edges you might be able to see some of the dirt there. But again, these quarter panels, surprisingly, I thought these were going to be quite dirty, but they really didn't capture, at least on the drive that I went on, they didn't capture a lot of dirt. I think from the items we saw, the doors and the hood, right? There was quite a bit on the hood there from the Ammo NYC product. Where does that leave us in this very scientific study here on detailing sprays? So these were the 7 that we used here today. If I had to rank these things in some kind of order, gosh, it's really hard. I would say this one, while it doesn't do a bad job on the shine, I think this has to be used on a clean surface, and you just have to realize that this stuff just has a tendency to smear. So that one I may put towards the end. Of the remaining ones here, the last coat, I like the feel of this once it's on the car. It takes a little bit of work though to get this in, but once it's on the car, I like the way it feels protection wise. You know, I don't know, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure I really care. So that one, I don't know if I want to put that next here. Then of these remaining ones, this Ammo Emergent Drive Protect, this is like okay. I didn't get a great feel or think this was like super wonderful. So I think this one is probably next. That gets us down to these guys here. Next on these, this actually wasn't too bad, but I can tell by how much is left in this bottle that I haven't used it a whole lot, which tells me I probably don't love it, or maybe I just haven't used it enough. So this one here, I may have to play with this one a little bit more. The Zaino, this stuff, first of all, it smells really good. This stuff here, again, I think on a clean surface, you washed your car, you're looking for something to put like a topper coat on there, I think this will do really well. And as I mentioned earlier, they make a Zaino Z8. I think I actually have a little bit of that left. That stuff was like amazing on a painted, not on film, but on a painted surface. I thought that stuff worked amazing. So that's next. This here, I just like the way this cleans. This seems to work well on your cars more soiled. And the reason I bring that up is I was using this a lot when I was at the track, and I would do DEs and stuff at the track. I would use this to wipe down so the car wouldn't be so hard to clean when I got home. So that's good. This, you know, I don't know if this is necessarily number one. I know I'm picking it up last. There's a lot of talk that this stuff attracts dust. And a part of me agrees with that, is it attracts dust. It does have a really nice shine, and I think this lasts a pretty long time. So I think what I'm gonna start doing is I may play around with this more, and I may give this a shot too. The last coat, I think I would use it, but I wouldn't use it when the car was dirty. I would use this on a clean surface only. I wouldn't necessarily use this to clean a dirty surface. This to me was like the best for cleaning a dirty surface. This isn't bad on cleaning a dirty surface either. So there you go, a very definitive answer on these detailer sprays that I had. If you have any kind of quick detailers that you use that you really like, send it to us. Put it in the comments down below. Let me know what you use. As always, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, everybody, stay healthy and stay safe.